Hi, Kalonica. I want to talk to you today about some artists, female artists, who are short. And despite this fact, they are very, very successful. Um, I can think of Emilia Clarke. I can think of Ariana Grande, Miley Cyrus, Rihanna, Gloria Stefan, Lady Gaga, Dolly Parton, Stevie Nicks, Kalonica. So what I want to say about that is they learn to um, they learn to live with that. Let's say a Scarlett Johansson, she's 5'3", she's very small, but she's a superstar. And she has, or Ariana Grande, I think she's not even 5 feet tall. She has to work with everybody with this small height, small size. But despite this fact, she learned to adapt. So what I want to say is that she doesn't trigger in her head, in her mind, the fact that she's small to be inferior. They don't let this bad feeling, this bad vision to trigger in their mind something that is inferior. They learned. I'm sure it was not always like that, but they learn. It's the same thing as to give up on something. When you desire something and you want it, you want it, you want it, but somehow, somewhere, you you give up, and it's there's a trigger in your mind that lets you give up, and this is an habit that you can learn to trigger to stay on instead of switching off. To always stay on. It's a habit that you can learn, and it it will make you so much happier once you decide to practice that instead of saying, as usual, I don't get what I want. As usual, as usual. No. When you decide that you're going to get something, you decide it. Every time there is a voice in your head to trigger, to give up, you don't trigger off. You keep trigger on. It's just a decision to trigger, and your life will be completely transformed um, positively. Uh, it's a habit, it's a reflex that you learn, and you can program to stay it on. So after a few times that you try it, it seems uncomfortable, it seems unnatural, but you practice so much that you, when you are tempted to go back to your bad habit, there's a feeling in your head that says, "No, I stayed on and I stay on. There's a counterbalance, uh, just like the cigarette. Some people get hypnosis therapy to stop smoking, or sometimes it's they stop smoking because they had bad health issues, and they learn. And every time they are tempted for something to for a bad habit, there's a trigger that they voluntarily put in their head, and they practice and practice, and it becomes a major habit that controls your bad habit. So when you desire something, uh, it's even if it's uncomfortable, it's always better to keep doing what you really want instead of living with the guilt, the uncomfort, the pain, the the bad feeling of giving up, uh, which for me it's unconceivable. I choose to keep what I really want, and that's it. I don't care about the pain. I don't care about the feeling bad. I ch- I choose some things, and I just keep, and I try to make it work as much as possible, because deep down I know what I want, and that's what makes me happy. And believe it or not, short life can be very short. You don't know when you're gonna die. You may be living a long time or short, so you never know. And to live, if you live a long time, living a long time with some a bad decision, it's painful and it's not worth it. Not worth it. And to live a long life with something, always keeping your good goals. Life is sweet. Life is nice, and you enjoy life. So, and that comes always with the simple trigger in your head. You trigger to keep on keeping on instead of the list of bad things that can justify to give up. There are full of excuses and things that can justify to give up. Uh, but you just need one to click on and stay click on, and that's it. You always stay on the target. So with those short people who thought maybe somehow they thought that it was absolutely impossible to have a career because they were too short. Nobody would take them seriously. Nobody would consider those people because they are very short. Uh, they trigger in their head the fact that she can be just as good, just as powerful, just as important, just as successful as a tall person. Tall person are more imposing. They are by their size. They can influence easier. They can influence easier the people, but and the short people, it's easy to not take them seriously because they're small. But if they those people trigger in their head that they're just as important and they stick to that, all their life will be transformed positively. They will continue to do good things and they'll develop their talent And on the other side, people who see that, they're gonna say, "Oh, she's very good because she knows that she's small, but she keep on keeping on, and that's inspiring." And so they will appreciate. So just by this little trigger in their head, they keep their life in the right track, and all the surrounding is transformed because instead of saying, "Oh, she doesn't even take herself seriously," they're gonna say, "Oh, she takes herself very seriously. It's worth it's inspiring and it's worth mentioning and it's appreciated." So just by this little trigger in their head that says, uh, "I'm just as important," or "I keep on keeping on," just a little choice that you do, that you make, and all your, even if it's uncomfortable, if it seems not going as great as you think, uh, as long as they progress in your main goal, you're fine, and the great things will come. Maybe not at the exact time and the exact moment, just by clicking your your fingers, it's gonna happen, but it will happen. So this is what I want to talk to you about, which is I think it's mandatory, especially for someone of your talents, with your big brain, your super talent, your super attitude. So that I want to talk to you about. And as no surprise, I think about you all the time, and I love you. I love you. I love you.